Creative visionary, animated and ad film maker Ashwin Kumar garu manto paatu unnaru. Mahavatar cinema release avbotundi ee nela 25na. So let's talk more about the movie. Hi Andy. Hello.
Vidya, namaskaram.
Namaskaram. How are you?
I am fantastic. How are you, Lucky?
I'm super good.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So completely animation. What most of the people think is like animation is only for kids.
Correct.
Actually.
Correct.
That too, Indian animations
Yes.
are like mostly it is entertainment
Correct.
or maybe subject oriented towards only kids. But after watching the trailer, I felt like it's for everyone.
Correct.
Because the way you portrayed everything is so amazing.
Thank
First thing, congratulations
Thank
because you are getting all the positive feedback from the people.
Yes, yes.
So first of all, thanks a lot for taking this subject, and please tell us your experience and like how it started.
Thank you so much for all the appreciations. Okay. So animation in India, you're right, there's a stereotype, and the stereotype is animation means cartoon.
Yes.
In India, people think that,
Yes.
right? But it is time we break that now. Because animation is only a medium, you understand, of storytelling. If you look at international animation from Disney, all families watch it, they enjoy it, right? But it is important that India as a country, now we bring our dharmic stories, our important virtuous stories for the family. And animation is the best medium for it. Why? Because animation gives me the choice to play, to exaggerate. You know, now Narsimha Swami, he has 8 hands. He's fighting with all the hands. So in real, it is very difficult to do.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And there are certain things that it is a fantastical tales. So that is why medium of animation becomes very important. And at the same time, family can go together and enjoy a film. That is very less now. And so we want that kind of things to happen. And this kind of stories need to come out because there is so much anxiety, depression, separations that are happening, right?
Yes.
So when you bring these cultural stories back such that people absorb it, then they will, you know, keep it in their lives. That is the idea. To bring our heritage, our spirituality back into the lives of the people. Very important in Bharat today. Why? Because the youth tomorrow is going to become what they're consuming today. And it is our dharma to give them the right kind of things to consume.
Yes.
So that is why Narsimha Swami is basically an animation form.
Yes. As you said, like we are seeing a lot of pain, sorrow, and you know, we have like this year, like it's been a mix of everything.
Yes, yes.
The war we have seen,
Yes,
and the
yes.
tragedies we are
Yes,
seeing
yes,
now
yes,
also.
yes, yes.
So, what do you think? Like, why these things are happening?
It's very sad that in the world that is so beautiful, created by the divine, you know, everything is so finely balanced. All the creatures, life is so beautiful. But we as humans, when we think ourselves to be superior, we have a tendency to destroy. We can create also, but we have a tendency to destroy. We can create a family, we can destroy a family. We can create a child, we can destroy a child. We can create so much from the world, something better, but we choose to destroy. So this choice is that man has as human being. This choice is anchored in divinity, in spirituality. If you do not have that anchor, right, you will fall into blackness, into darkness, into drugs, alcohol, these kind of things. Why? Because there is vacuum. Because you are looking for happiness. So where is that happiness? It is not there in the world. If you think there is happiness in the world, it is illusion. There is no happiness. It's all pain. But where is the happiness? That happiness is in the spirituality, in the divine. Because we are not looking at the divine, we are finding happiness outside, but we are getting sad because it never lasts. People who love us leave us. Things we love, they get destroyed. Everything we're trying to hold gets out. True? So where is the happiness? There is no happiness. There is only one place of happiness, is with the divine. So when we look at the divine in everything and within us, then you find, oh, now everything is peaceful. Then you are peaceful. Then all these tragedies don't happen. So this is why dharmic content with good virtue has to come out to the people now. Otherwise, the families, the joint families are becoming nuclear families. Nuclear families are becoming solo families. Where you will go? Everything is going to get destroyed. And we become what we consume. We become what we consume. If you have a business book, and if you have a like spiritual book, and if you have, let's say, a filmy magazine, whatever you consume, at night, your mind will be thinking that only, right? So with full entertainment value, right? Paisa vasool you should have, right? You should bring some good entertainment, huge entertainment, but you should always know your virtues. That is the idea of this kind of filmmaking.
Yeah. But as you said, there is no happiness in the world.
Yeah.
But in
There
this,
is, but we are looking in the wrong place.
yeah, maybe. But in the spirituality also, in the mythology also, we have seen there are like battles, there are wars, and after that we see the good ending. But there also we see a lot of pain, right?
Yes.
So
Yes. So pain is always a outcome of not being anchored in the divine. So whenever, even in the Leelas, you feel so battles or something happened, like even if you look at the Pandavas and Kauravas, so Kauravas are going away from that divinity. That is why the battle will happen. That is why the dharma has to rise and protect, right? Because violence is going to be there.
yeah,
But there is dharmic violence also. There is adharmic. For adharma, you have to fight with dharma. There is no other way. Otherwise, the terrorists are coming in. You can say we are peaceful. Peaceful does not mean you don't protect yourself. Peaceful does not mean you don't stand for yourself. Peaceful means you stand for peace. You protect the peace. You protect your boundaries. You protect your virtue. Being virtuous. That is what peace basically means. It teaches you, right? When everybody is like that, then the atmosphere is peaceful, then happiness comes. First peace, then happiness. Happiness and then peace, it doesn't come like that.
yeah.
Right? If there is peace, there will be happiness. If there is happiness first, then it will be temporary.
When the person is happy, then only the peace comes. No.
When the person is peaceful,
Yeah.
then happiness will come.
Okay.
If the person is only happy without finding peace, happiness will go away
Yeah.
very fast.
That's true.
Right.
I think both are interlinked.
Yeah, but it comes in peace first. Why? Because peace is anchored in divine.
Okay.
Peace is anchored in spirituality.
Then how a person can recognize the peace? Can you just tell me? It's going very deep, but it's
Yes.
very interesting for me.
Yes, it is very important, right? So
Yeah.
a peaceful person is ekagra. Ekagra as in oneness.
Yeah.
He will not fluctuate in situations.
Yeah.
He will understand things to be temporary and what is permanent. What is temporary, you don't attach yourself so much to temporary. What is permanent, you attach yourself to permanent. And so you're peaceful.
Yeah.
Because somebody who has to leave you will leave you. Somebody who has to come to you will come to you. Things that have to leave you will leave you. The things that will come to you will come to you. So you are at peace with it. But when you're not at peace with it, you will try to hold. Right? You have to grab
That's
relation.
human nature, right?
Yes, but it is also human nature to find that peace. So once you understand that peace, then nobody will shake you. And then all happiness will come to you because you will see happiness in everything that's happening. That's why peace has to come first in divinity, rooted in a Swami. In whatever marga that you choose, however you meditate, whatever your puja paddhati is, find peace. Once you have peace, happiness will automatically come. That is the idea.
That's true. It seems like you have crossed all the detachment phase and
No.
is it?
No, but I've been through some very rough times, dark times in my life. I've fought those battles very deeply. And I've seen how it destroys things and why I've come a full circle. So I can tell you about all this because I've been through all that. I'm not just saying I'm a preacher or I'm preaching like that. I'm preaching with my own experience because I've lived through it and I've come out from it. That is why I'm saying divinity is most important. Your relationship with divine is the most important. Everything else will go, only that will remain.
That's very deep, you know. Okay, can you just tell me when you started your spiritual journey actually? Because you are like very deep into spirituality, it seems. When did it started in you?
I was always very inquisitive, always exploring, asking questions, spiritual questions. I was atheist. I was agnostic atheist. I did not believe in anything. So I used to have a lot of discussion. I used to have a lot of vivad, a lot of questioning. And I could not find answers. Sometimes I could find answers. But finally, when I started getting answers, reading the Srimad Bhagavad Gita and understanding it deeply, it started changing my life. But with it, I had also had some very bad habits. You know, in youth, you are into all sorts of things.
Of course.
You're just free, doing everything without any consequence. And I started understanding the consequence of it when I went through my own anxieties and depression in my life. And Swami's tale kind of helped me pull through it. Right? Then I understood that I have certain talents, like I'm an artist, I'm a musician, dancer, actor. I knew I had to use it in something higher for the service of Swami and the humanity. That is where this happened in 2008. And now you see the result of it.
Yeah, we are seeing it.
Yes.
But one has to go through those all bad things, whatever,
it's
the
a
things
tapasya.
which can destroy us.
Yeah.
Then only we will understand the reality of the
Yeah,
life
yeah,
and the
yeah.
potential of ourselves.
After
what
darkness
do you
only
say
there
about
is
this thing?
after darkness only there is light. You have to go through the darkness to understand the light. Because otherwise ahamkara is there, ego is there. You think, or not you, but I think I know everything. I know that is what Hiranyakashipu, na? I am everyone, I am the God. I know everything. So you see that tendency today also little Hiranyakashipu, Ravanas are there in the world.
We see that.
We see that happening. So this tendency is from age old. There's nothing new, right? So to fight through that tendency, go through the darkness and then see the divine, that is the process of spirituality. Spirituality is very painful.
It's very
Painful.
It's a very lonely journey.
Yeah. It's a very, all those people who used to relate to you, they will not relate to you anymore, right? Like I was doing things, I was eating wrong things. Then when I left all that 25 years back, all those who were my friends, so-called friends, they all left me, right? Suddenly you can't relate to them anymore. Lot of cleansing happens. Swami does a lot of cleansing. And you have to go through that churning. Once the churning happens, then the spirituality will shine. I think that is the process that I believe. There is no easy way about it.
So most of the time what I heard, like, आपका दिल साफ होना चाहिए. You know, మీ మనసు మంచిగా ఉండాలి.
Yeah.
बाकी सब normal. You know, you should keep your mind and heart.
Yeah, but the question is how to keep it clean. It's easy to be say, ghar saaf hona chahiye. We can't keep it clean all the time. Man ka saaf. Now man is thinking so many bad things all the time. I'll do this to this person. Why did he say this? Why did she say this? How could, man is going through so much thing per second. Faster than the speed of light is man.
Yes, of course.
Right? We're thinking faster than the speed of light, all the bad things or all the good things. How do you control? So the only way is to put the mana into something that it is attracted to.
Okay.
What is it attracted to? What is the man looking for? It is looking for what? It is looking for enjoyment. That is what is money looking. It is looking for alcohol. Why it finds enjoyment? It is looking for sex, drugs, or whatever you want to watch. It is looking for enjoyment. Correct? So what if you can put the man into higher enjoyment? For example, if somebody is having beer, okay, every day, you want to give him a higher taste, then you give him whiskey. Right? You give him a higher taste, you give him wine. So he'll let go of beer, he will let go of whiskey, he'll take wine now. So similarly, when you give higher taste of spirituality, then you let go of these bad things. Then the man gets attracted to this spiritual identity. So if you don't give it spiritual and you say man should be clean, it will go back. Because you are not giving it an alternative. So you give it that alternative and everything will automatically come through. So you keep it clean, put the divine in the center. So it says in one of the beautiful prayers, Mama Mana Mandira. Man becomes Mandir. Mandir means you put God in the center, the Isht in the center. When the Isht in the center, then you have to keep it clean, right? Then,
now it's getting,
now you keep it clean and you pray because the Isht is always in the center. And your life starts, circumambulating around it. What you call in Telugu, I do not know, going around Ishta. In Hindi, we call it Parikrama. You go around. So the Ishta is in the center of your heart, which is clean, and you go around, and everything will start coming around like that.
So one has to be disciplined and clean, and so that
it is automatically going to happen. You don't have to do anything. Automatic, because you want to keep it clean. No, your intent is there.
Yeah.
And when God is coming in your life, everything will start happening. Magic will start happening. He'll just start creating. He'll start creating things that you can't even imagine. All bad things will start going. You will struggle, but it will start going. All good things will start coming because your Ishta is in the center of your heart.
Yes.
And that is bhakti, because then you're relating to the Ishta in a certain way. He becomes your Swami, or he becomes your brother, mother, lover, however you want. He only wants love. Prahlad only is loving. So he becomes very Saumya for Prahlad. Hiranyakashipu is always thinking about Swami in bad way. So he becomes Rodar Roop for Hiranyakashipu. However you want to relate with them, he takes that form.
So in today's, we are seeing in cinematic world, we are seeing all the psycho thriller movies and pan-India level technically we have evolved a lot.
Correct.
So this is something, a different genre, something out of the box, I must say.
Yes.
I don't know like how this will grab a lot of audience towards theaters.
Anything that has some spiritual quality for the past so many years I've seen, even in cinema, is getting a lot of audience. If you look at a film like Kantara,
Yes.
okay, it has that spiritual flavor, and see the audience that it gathered.
Yes.
If you film like even RRR for that matter, you have spiritual things. People come, no? Why? Because we want it. There is some taste to it, no? Right? So it is time we bring our gods back as the real heroes also to the big screen, so that people can take the real values. Otherwise, if you make an anti-hero, a victimized personality who justifies killing because something is wrong happened to him, right? That is the kind of mindset that we are giving our children, our next generation. Very dangerous. You have to fight, but you have to fight for the right cause. So understanding that right cause is going to come from virtues, right? So fighting is going to be there. You're going to enjoy. Wow, what fighting! Even this film, lot of battles and fightings are there. You will enjoy. But what is the right cause for battle? That you must know. That is the idea.
Can you just tell us Hambole Films? It's
Yeah.
it's taking care of other huge big films also,
Yeah.
and also clean productions.
Correct.
So how did you got the support during entire shoot?
Hombele Films has been a big brother to us and supporting us all the way. And we really, really thank Hombele Films to hold our hands to journey of the Mahavatar cinematic universe, which is a 12-year journey. And at Clean Productions, our productions is set up in Faridabad near Delhi. And we have been doing this for the past 4.5, 5 years. This film has taken. We arranged a lot of things, working, etc. But the idea was to find a partner who can understand his vision. And from the start only, we were very clear that it is going to be Hombele. And when we met Hombele team and Vijay sir, Chalve sir, when they watched the film, they absolutely loved it. Immediately they were on board, right? And it is Dr. Puneet Rajkumaram, which has a history of Bhakt Prahlada film, and everything coming together. This is Swami's arrangement, right? Because so many years ago, Dr. Puneet Rajkumar is so close to the Hombele family, right? He was Bhakt Prahlada in the Narsingh Swami film, and today they are part of a Narsimha film again, right? So this is the divine arrangement. Before this film was Vara Swami, they have done in Kantara also. So both Vara Swami, Narsingh Swami now come to Hombele.
Oh, that's really great.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's how I see it.
Yes. So Ashwin ji, ABN Narsimha Swami ni present chestunna manam. So spiritually you have to study a lot of things.
Correct.
You have to gather a lot of
Correct.
mythological things.
Correct.
So have you visited any of the temples, and
Yes.
what was your study?
Yes. So there were two parts. One is the Shastric study. So in the Shastra, we studied the Srimad Bhagavatam, especially the 2nd, 3rd and the 7th canto, Skanda. And then we have the Vishnu Puran, we have the Narsimha Puran, we have the Vara Puran, the Padma Puran, many things, many places we took a lot of references from everywhere. But there is one thing is to see the text, the other is to understand the text, right? So we had a lot of Swamis and GRs and Pandits from various institutions where I was conversing with them, trying to understand them. Because our agenda is to glorify, right? Because people can take it wrong also. Because he is my Swami, my Ishta also, right? So my agenda is to glorify. That is why I was not afraid, right? If I did not know what I was doing, then I would be very afraid, right? So I love him. And I love my Vishnu Swami as my Ishta. So I love him. I want to do it as a passion of love for him. And it is my nirdesh. For me, it is a instruction that I have to follow, right? So we also went to the Ahobilam Mutt, which is which is the Nav Narsimha Swami Kshetram. A lot of small stories are there. Like there is a kunda called Rakta Kunda, where he has washed his hands after killing the demons, Narsimha Swami, and the water is red. So all these things we have put in the film.
So we can see the water there, the red water.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So all these things are there, right? Even the flora fauna of Ahobilam, we have tried to capture it in our film. जिस तरह का terrain है, right? जिस तरह से demographic है, we try to capture the same thing in our film. So these are the inspirations we try to basically come so that we can restore the heritage, right? So tomorrow when somebody watches the film and they go to Ahobilam, they say, oh, this is where Swami is, it was in the film. You understand? Like that. And after the release of the film, we'll be putting all the scenes sources from the Shastra so that people can go to the Shastra also and study.
Okay.
So they can go to the real world and see the places, they can go to the Shastra and see the references. This is the idea.
మీరు విజిట్ చేశారు కదా టెంపుల్స్, సో టెంపుల్ విజిట్ చేసినప్పుడు హ్యావ్ లైక్ సీన్ a lot of आप भी शॉक हो गए होंगे कुछ चीजें देख के, and you have to put those things in imaginary way and then you have to present it in animation.
Correct.
Oh my god, sir, it's I don't think so it's very easy.
No, it's very difficult.
It has to come in animation form.
Yes.
So
there is no other way.
Can you just tell me the struggle, the real struggle I need to know?
So, understanding these little folklores, Leela, and reimagining it is a meditative process. This is the very cleansing meditative process. You have to imagine, draw, and you have to produce, right? Like for example, Holika Dahan. Holika is a very famous festival in North, where everybody knows that Holika, she took Prahlad on her lap and tried to burn her. And Lord Vishnu, how Bhagwan Vishnu saves Bhakta Prahlada, Shiromani Bhakta Prahlada. So the point is that this story is not in the Shastra. When you read, this story is not anywhere there. But to still capture it in the film, that is the difficult part, right? Why it is difficult? Why? Because it is not there. But it is the folklore, it's a lok katha, right? Very important for the people of Bharat, for the culture of Bharat. So it has to be presented. Going to the temples and studying the form of the Lord, right? The 800 form, the 1600 form, the kind of weapons he is holding, right? How he is holding Hiranyakashipu, right? He's pulled out the intestine mala. He's made a mala out of his intestine, out of anger. So many things are presented. It is mentioned in the Shastra also. Right, like if you read the Natakya Shastra, in it says that Narsingh Swami, his half face went towards Prahlada, very compassionate, Soumya, but when his half face towards Hiranyakashipu, very Rodra, at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why nobody in the real world can depict Narasimha Swami in a stage play.
Okay.
Right. So all these things are mentioned, little things mentioned, trying to embody and portray that. That is what the challenge is.
So during this entire shoot, any transformations personally you have been into any transformation?
Many. I stand a better person today. I feel protected. My Swami is with me. We wear the Narsimha Kavach. He is there with me all the time, protecting me and loving me. For me, it's not just protection. It's the love and protection. Right. That's how I see him, and he is very. I like to grab him, and I really love him a lot. And a lot of cleansing has happened. In fact, a lot of artists who meditated on him through the 4.5 years, they left non-veg, smoking.
Oh my God!
Yes, automatically, because we are constantly meditating on him. So there's effect, right? So that is the beauty of.
We see a lot of most of the devotees are like Shiva devotees. We see and Ganesh ji ka, Mata ji, Narasimha ji very rare, I heard actually.
Yes, but Narsimha Swami is...
Why you are attracted towards him? Just it's my personal doubt.
See, he is revered in all traditions, even the Shakta tradition, even the Shaivite tradition, right? There have been so many Leelas where Narsimha Swami is, the Prakatya has happened from Shivlinga, right? From Shivlinga burst, Narsimha Swami appears to protect devotees. Even those kind of stories are there. Even for Shripad Shankaracharya, that story is very famous, right? So Narsimha Swami, he appears when devotee calls. This is the only avatar that just appeared. Why? Because the devotee just said he is there in the pillar. Otherwise, you can break the pillar or cement will come out, right? You can keep breaking it, nothing will come out, no? But he appears. Why? Because Bhakt Prahlad says he is there. This is the beauty of this God, right? He is just there because he wants you to be there. You believe he is there, he'll come. He'll come to protect, he'll do everything for you. This is why I love him so much. That is why he's so important today. Because people are fighting their faith today. Their faith is getting challenged. They're being dishonored, they're being insulted for believing what they believe in. Yes. And it's about time we find our pride back. That's why, and we have to be powerfully prideful about who we are as Sanatanis, as the culture of Bharat. And that is why Narsimha Swami is also the deity of Kali Yuga. Okay. That is why his story becomes very important to come out first in Mahavatar cinematic universe.
So in Mahavatar cinematic universe, we're gonna see a lot of Vishnu avatars and
Yes.
yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you planned any future projects?
Yes, the
Can you
next
just-
one we'll be bringing out is Mahavatar Parshurama.
Oh,
Yes. He is the real hero who reset the system, right? Like we see in movies today,
Yes.
like people not liking the system, fighting against the system.
Yes.
Right? He is the real hero, the real OG, right? Who reset the system. Why? Because people were doing wrong things. The people who should not be doing, the kings, the Kshatriyas, they went astray. So somebody had to put them back in line.
Yeah.
So that is Bhagwan Parshuram.
and Ashwin ji, thanks a lot for the spiritual knowledge.
No,
The
thank you
beauty
so
of your
much.
words, beauty of
No,
your
thank you
spiritual knowledge is like tremendous.
No,
I
thank you.
loved it.
I'm just trying to serve. Please help me serve. Bring the names of our Bhagwan to each and every heart and awaken each and every heart. That is the idea.
Yes, thanks a lot for your amazing time and
Thank you so much.
thanks. Congratulations in advance.
Jai Narsingh Swami.
Yes.
Nice.
So, ఇది ఇవాల్టి స్పెషల్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ. కీప్ వాచింగ్ ABN Chitrajyothy for more updates.
25 July, every theatre in 3D and 2D in all the languages. Please go and have darshans of our Swami.